Alright, we are live, Retro Sports League, and we got a special game for you here today. This is Super Famista 5 on the Super Nintendo. This only came out in Japan. Namco made this game, and this is the true evolution of the RBI Baseball series. RBI Baseball got bought up somewhere in between the Nintendo and it getting on the Super Nintendo and the Genesis. But in Japan, Namco always made the game. Atari just published it. Tengen and Atari just published it in the US, and then, you know, someone else started making the games. But Namco never stopped making the games.
Yeah, one came out last year, or this year, for the 3DS.
Really?
Yeah, one came out this year.
Yeah, so this is a popular franchise for the Japan market. And these are I believe these are the actual teams.
Yeah, they are the actual teams.
So if you actually want to play the true RBI Baseball experience on Super Nintendo in a US cartridge form, the game to play is Super Batter Up. That's Namco's version of RBI, and we also have the Super Famista 1 for Super Nintendo, and it's pretty much the exact same, except for the Super Nintendo 1 in the US, they make the player models smaller and everything to make them look a little bit more realistic. But that is the RBI Baseball experience, is the Super Batter Up on the Super Nintendo. So yeah, this is kind of a cool game. Obviously, you know, we're only able to read the numbers. But yeah, this is Retro Sports League, me versus Matt. Matt picked this game up for $6 at Play It Retro in Berwyn today, right?
Surprisingly, people don't care about sports games, and they don't care about Japanese sports games.
Yeah.
So they're cheap. I got the other ones in the series for $2 and $4.
Yeah.
I have 1, 2, 3, and 5.
I actually have Famista. You ready?
Yeah.
I actually have Famista 5 or Famista 93 on the Famicom, but the only system that had it to play with was the Generation Next clone console, and that broke, so I can't really play that anymore right now. But that's basically
That might be
a later version of RBI Baseball on the Nintendo. It's a really good game.
If you were wondering what Famista means, it means Family Stadium. It's a shortened version of that. So a tip, if you throw a ball to the base and you press B, it'll make the guy run to the base.
Yeah. So unlike the earlier RBI Baseball games or the earlier Famista games, you actually have to move the players to the base, which is kind of weird. So you could end up throwing the ball all over the field.
I'm going to just take advantage of the fact that you're doing that, because I know I'm going to do it as well, because the earlier Super Famista games don't do that. But the reason why we're playing this one instead of the other ones is because those have music that's not tolerable.
I thought the first one's fine.
The first one's fine, but it plays a little bit slower than this. I like the speed of this one. But we were playing on the Namco Stadium, which just plays old Namco arcade music. Right now we're listening to the Rally X song.
Is that what this is?
Yeah. Granted, it's kind of repetitive, but there's Pac-Man and Miss Pac-Man and the Pac-Land house out there.
Paying homage to the big game, the big break that Namco had, the Pac-Man series. But yeah, you could see the character models are still like the RBI baseball type from RBI Baseball 1 on the NES.
Oh crap!
And Matt's throwing the ball all over the field.
That
right
was
now.
my catcher running to third base.
It's deep. What's the big bird in the field for?
I don't know.
In the diamond.
Obviously it's some type of Namco arcade game. I'm not sure which one. I'm not that well versed on Namco arcade games. I don't know what the things are out in the like first base audience and second base audience. Or not second base,
2-2.
third base.
Bottom of the first. And you know, the cool thing about playing retro Japanese games is you can actually play the game without being able to read anything. And it makes it easier that it's baseball. You know, it's America's pastime, so you know the rules already. You could never do that on a modern game today if it was in a different language. There would just be way too many menus to navigate through. Yeah.
There's the Dig Dog up there.
Oh, cool.
Said that like an old person though. The Dig Dug.
There is the Dig Dug. The Diggity Dug. And then, weren't you saying there was so this game didn't stop on the Super Nintendo either. There's a Japanese version of this game on the N64.
Yeah. I am definitely interested in picking that up.
Made the tag. What is it called?
It's called Famista 64.
Yeah, I gotta check that one out.
There's also one that came out on the GameCube, one that came out on the Wii.
So how do you play the 64 one if this console's region locked?
Oh, it's the same way that you do it on the Super Nintendo. You just break off some plastic. Works like a charm.
It's funny that plastic piece tabs where they're region locking.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if they really necessarily wanted to combat it.
Double play.
They could have combated it if they wanted to with software, but
There's a shot. Yeah, and we were just talking about this yesterday on the Retro Sports Gaming Weekly that at some point the games just became a chore to play. You know, and you just want some simple, quick up and play fun. Like, this game's only 2 buttons. It's A and B. You don't have to use the other buttons. And then the D-pad. Just like the old games. Or the old RBI baseball. That's how I feel when I'm playing. That's deep. That's gone. First home run. There is the Dig Dug.
the Dig Dug.
Namco. Wow, there's a dragon too.
Yeah, the dragon's
That's
probably
gone.
from something too.
Oh, wow. And rundown. Oh, crap.
That was hard to pull off in this game. Just because I have to manually control my players that should be on the base already.
Yeah, one of my favorite modes in the NBA 2K is the actual My Park. and also the Pro-Am, where you get to play with people or your friends online versus other people. But it's, you know, it's work to build up your player, because you use your created player. You don't just get to like use, you know, LeBron or Vince Carter or whoever. Jimmy Buckets.
Yeah, that would also be a more friendly mode too if they weren't trying to make money off of it.
Well, that's the thing. Like, they could do My Park with like an NBA player version. You just pick an NBA player and then you play it. But no, you have to build up your player, and people get impatient, so then they start buying the coins, and then these guys are pressuring me to buy coins all the time.
Yeah,
I'm like,
advertisements in game.
I'm not doing it. Like, I'll buy the game, but I'm just not buying coins. Like, I'm not into that model.
That's why retro games are better.
Yeah, the whole game is complete. Now, granted, there could be glitches, but
yeah, in Atari days, those are called features, and they're written into the instruction manual.
They're called features?
Yeah. They just write them into the instruction manual. If you do this on this level, it breaks the game. I don't have an example for that, but...
Yeah, 142, so I'm not sure what they're using to track the velocity on these pitches.
It's kilometers per hour.
Yeah, but I could say, you know, that I would say Ken Griffey Jr. Baseball Winning Run is probably my favorite baseball game on Super Nintendo. That's gone. But these games are awesome, and I've never played Super Batter Up, and I'm gonna get that game.
It totally seems worth it. It's just
yeah, because if that's the true RBI baseball, you gotta get it. And it's got the MLB players in it.
I'm bringing in a closer. I don't know if that's a good idea. He's only got 1.9 ERA. Some of these stats, though, you can figure out what they are without actually knowing what it says. Oh yeah! This guy's nasty. Nice sidearm throw. I think I want to try to make it my mission for this channel to help find you some weird Japanese sports games.
Yeah, that would be cool. And look, it looks like they got an advertisement here.
Yeah. I brought in a closer and you couldn't handle him.
Get it! Alright, let me check something real quick. I want to see if this
a little chickadee check.
if this little frame on the screen is actually there.
I think it's okay if they can't see our faces.
Let me see. No, they need to see it. No, they can't see it. Alright, let's go.
Crap, go back!
Double play!
But as far as I know, I don't think Namco has put out another game that is played like the Famista series other than Mario Baseball.
They made Mario Baseball?
Yeah, they worked on Mario Baseball.
Interesting.
That's why it's an awesome game.
Good fielding.
Starting to get the hang of it. We got a lot of innings to go, so we got to make them go a little quicker. So.
5th inning.
Yes.
The nice thing is too, you don't have to, you know, that's one of the more annoying thing with the modern games is you have to select, you know, multiple layers of what
pitching.
Yeah. This you just keep throwing. You got a little bit of control where it can go. You change the speed a little bit. It's like Mark Burley up here, just getting the ball back and throwing it right back to the catcher.
Damn it.
10 hits apiece, but I got 3 more runs.
More errors in the field on my part. Oh, you had a couple home runs. You just can't touch this guy.
Those rainbows.
I don't know what game that is.
Strike one.
The interesting thing is when I was playing the computer earlier, their infielders were staying on their base. So I was trying to find an option to see if that would happen for me, but couldn't find one. Unfortunately.
Yeah, that's the only thing that's weird about this one.
Showing you bunt a little
Too early.
Back.
Look at how fast the fielders are.
Yeah, if you press B, they're faster than you throw the ball.
Not much offense going lately. You played MLB The Show?
No, I have not played the show at all. Not even since it came out. Since the first one. I was a fan of the MVP series.
You played the RBI baseball? The new one?
No, I haven't had a chance to play that yet.
Me either, but I guess on the new version of the show there's a retro mode.
That would be interesting. Sean has it. Next time I see him, I'll give it a try.
Beat him!
God,
all the way from
that was awful.
home plate. Strike.
He's getting tired.
He's got crazy control on the pitches. I haven't hit anything off of him.
I might just keep him in because you can't hit off of him.
There we go.
Ooh, I got him in his line of running. And that's a double play.
Getting some strikeouts now.
You realize I'm an impatient batter. That's gone.
You were due up for one. The dragon.
Oh, there's my mascot too. I tried looking up a translation guide for this game and did not find anything for it. I cannot send him back after he's touched the bag. That sucks.
This guy's hard.
You just want me to get him out of there.
No, I'm gonna start hitting him now.
He is throwing a lot slower.
Come on, all these grounders of the pitcher.
Oh man!
Ground ball central. Alright, we're taking him out. Who are you putting in? What's her name?
Page. Oh, I can't do it in the middle of the pitching. I know I don't have any things. Crap.
Yeah.
Oh, I did put somebody else in.
You couldn't tell by...
No, I forgot.
Alright, here it is, top of the 9th inning. Can I get another W in the Retro Sports League? I'm going with the same pitcher.
You run the whole the same pitcher the whole game?
He's going for the complete game. He doesn't get tired. He's Mr. Endurance.
Where's the hitbox on that bunt?
I threw a sinker.
Well, ain't you a stinker? No one's there!
And that's the ball game, 7-5. We ran out of things to say in about the 6th inning, but this is a fun game. Honestly, if you have access to play one of these games, if you have like a Retron 5, or if you want to break the tabs on your Super Nintendo, or you actually have a European version or Japanese version. Are they region locked? European versions, or you can stick them in?
The PAL games you can't play on a Japanese or an English console.
There's like a clocking issue?
Yeah. But you can definitely do everything now, because that's where it belongs. The Super Famicom. We've been saying Super Nintendo the whole time, but this is a Super Famicom game.
And there we go. Super Famista 5. The pure evolution of the RBI baseball series. Thanks for checking it out. This has been another game in the Retro Sports League. If you tune in all the way to the end, subscribe to the channel if you want to follow these games live. And download the YouTube gaming app.